Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, today is December 5th. It's an unseasonably warm day today, and you might remember a couple of days ago, December 1st, I was waiting for the blizzard to stop to fly. Well, all the snow has melted off. It's like 55 degrees right now. It's wild. But in any case, this is probably my last opportunity to fly because we've got what they call an atmospheric river coming in. So as far out as the forecast sees, we're going to have rain or snow depending on how warm it is. So it's time to fly a drone. What are we flying today? The venerable DJI Mini 2. I haven't flown this drone in quite a while, so it was time to get it out. And I know there's it's a favorite one. It's, you know, I don't know, I probably say this about all my DJI drones, but it's one of my all-time favorites. It shoots in 4K. It's got a lot of really cool features, intelligent flight modes, etc. And it just does a good job. Now, it does not have obstacle avoidance like some of the newer drones have. However, I don't see that as an issue. In some ways, it can make it a little bit more interesting. You just have to pay attention, you know, and not fly it particularly sideways. Like, you don't want to fly sideways into something, right? So anyway, enough of that kind of jibber jabber. Let's quit messing around. Oh, I should say I'm out at Kleiner Park. But in any case, let's quit messing around. Let's get this drone up in the air. Okay, I've got a screen recorder going, and the DJI Fly app is started here. Let's take a quick look. You can see the clouds up there. It was blue skies earlier, and the clouds have started to move in, and we're going to get nothing but more clouds here for a while. But let's take a look at the safety menu. It's interesting to see none of the OA or APAS stuff in the Fly app. I'm so used to that with the newer drones. But anyway, our return home altitude is set at 35 meters, which is right plenty for where we're at here. It's not asking for any calibrations. Compass is normal, IMU is normal, battery, we can look at that, but look, that's good. I knew it probably would be. Go through the camera menu real quick. I do have the histogram on. I don't use the overexposure warning. That's the stripes. You know, it depends on the situation when you want to use that. But I do have all the grid lines on. I don't think we're going to need the frame guide this time, and white balance on auto. In fact, everything on auto, and we're shooting in 4K 30. Let's go ahead and start recording now. And yeah, let's do an automated takeoff on the app. Hitting that right now. There's that little drone. Let's turn it around and bring it in here. And you're gonna see, I'm gonna bring it in, see if I can bring it in close. See the drone bucking there? Mine has always done that, and I don't know why. But there you can see it stopped finally. But when I first fired up, the front of the drone kind of bucks a little bit. That's been a common thing for me with this drone. So, but at any rate, let's bring it around here, and we'll do our droney now. One of the things here, obviously with no obstacle avoidance, I got to be careful of these trees and so forth. So we are going to do that. But reversing up now, so I'm going to hit pretty hard on that up stick as we go backwards. And we're well above all the trees. Let me drop that camera down so you can kind of see what's going on here. And so you can see where I'm at. I'm actually over the CarMax that's across the street now. Again, at Kleiner Park, we're just going to do a little bit of a flyabout here and look at some different things. Now, again, this drone with no obstacle avoidance, you know, if I had the Mini 3 Pro or the Mini 4 Pro or even the Air 3, we would probably zigzag through some trees, but not with this guy. There is no OA on this guy. So let's just have a little look around here. Look at all the, I mean, there are no leaves. It's just a naked time of the year, man. You know, there's that one tree off to the right there, there's leaves on it. But everything else is just, and they're not going to be there long, I guarantee you. Yeah, it's pretty wild to see all the leaves gone. And here we've got the the sculpture with the labyrinth, yeah, let's do my favorite trick here. You know, like I said, anybody that follows my channel has seen me do this a few times. I'm going to put the drone in cine mode, kind of slow it down a little bit. We're going to get centered up, and then this is all going to be on the left stick. I'm going to push the left stick up and to my left, and you're going to see the drone spin around and rise in height, and we are going to slowly pick the camera up to do a reveal as we go. There you can see me sitting at the picnic table down there, and there's a picnic shelter and the senior center there off on the right, and the pond, and we'll get up to that a little bit more altitude there. We're up 77 meters high. You can see off on the left there the Meridian Village shopping center. Obviously this time of year that place is pretty busy, and if we get a chance we'll go over and look at some of their Christmas decorations. I'm going to go back in normal mode. Whoops, I didn't mean to yaw that fast, sorry about that. But let's get down here over the pond. There are a ton of and I'm looking here to see the wildfowl, and I see a couple off there over there, but yeah, there's been a ton of ducks and geese here. So mostly, and I can't tell just by looking at my little phone here, but mostly geese, a few mallards, but a lot of pintail ducks out here at the park lately. Yeah, those are geese there, and I believe those are pintails that are kind of around him. And they have this little, I don't know what you'd call it. It's not really a dock. It's a little pier that goes out. Yeah, then we got some birds below us there. That people often fish on that. They stock these ponds with fish, so you see people fishing off that all the time. Let's pick up the camera here, and I think I can take you over and show you, if I can get a good look at it. They've got some of the decorations that they've already put up here at the Meridian Village. Yeah, there we are. So this, dropping the camera down, so this drone, we're not going to go over that street. We may cross it later, but not right now. But they got a reindeer right there in the corner, as you can see. Those light up at night and look pretty cool. One of the things that we can do is, in fact, let's go straight across. They put an ice rink up over by the fountains, so let's go straight across. Let's go over the top of the building, and let's see if we can peek down and see if they've got that ice rink going here. I don't know if they've got it going. It's so warm today. I don't know how the heck. Yeah, they do. Look at that. See that off on to the left of the fountain there? It's a tiny little ice skating rink, but people skate out there. I don't see anybody out there right now. They must have some way of keeping that refrigerated, because like today it's in the 50s. There's no way that would stay frozen, but in just a few days or a few weeks they won't have to worry about that. Let's just we'll kind of do a manual orbit here to kind of give you a look. And they got the fountains going kind of full blast here. I'm going to see if I can move closer. It's telling me no GPS, fly with caution, but I've got 20. It's telling me I've got 27 satellites, so that was kind of I got kind of a weird warning there on the screen, because we certainly have plenty of GPS. And I hear an aircraft until I get eyes on him. Helicopter. He's way up there. I see him. He is. He's kind of above where the drone is, but he's way high up there. But at any rate, you can see the dancing fountains. You'll probably hear that helicopter. He's more towards me now. But yeah, let's just keep doing our orbit around here. Looks like they got kind of a gingerbread cottage going there. I would assume that Santa is probably will probably make some appearances at that place. And we'll get over the top of the of the theater buildings here. Just kind of give you a look, the Christmas tree in the center. Let's see if we can kind of get down here and get a look at that Christmas tree. See if I can, I'm staying over the top of the buildings, but just wanted to give you a look at the tree. Yeah, pretty cool. And they got again, the dancing fountains, and you can see the gingerbread house that I'm sure Santa makes appearances at. So we're back over the building. We can continue, pick up the camera a little bit. Let's continue a little bit of an orbit. The building that I'm over the top of right now is a theater. And then the restaurant right down below there on the right is the Yard House. So, okay. Let's turn around here. I had a little jerkiness on FPV there. It was kind of odd. Let me pick up the camera here. Yeah, so you guys are familiar with that intersection off in the distance there. There's a Walmart across the street. Let's bring it back across to the park. There is another roundabout over here that we can take a look. They did some recent improvements to it, but I don't know if it's gonna, this time of year, I don't know if it's gonna look that good or not. This roundabout right here, they even planted some flowers there not too long ago, but yeah, it's looking pretty dull, isn't it? Yeah. Get over the top of that. Yeah, there's probably not much to look at there, but let's drop down and we'll do another rotation and reveal. So okay, again with that left stick, I'm going to go the same direction because I'm used to going that direction, and do a rotation and up, and kind of give you a look at the park here. There's the pond. We're about 55 meters high. This is the bigger pond. This street or pathway right here, kind of in front of us, I always call that Broadway. I named it myself, so I don't know what they really call it, but it's kind of a main drag through the park. I think we can get through there a little bit. Statue of Julius Kleiner right there in the middle. And then as we turn around, and yeah, you can see some birds flying out over the pond there. This other main drag that goes to the center is, I always call that Main Street. So I call the one Broadway, I call this one Main Street. So yeah, we can go down Main Street here and take a look. Drop a little bit, we're safe to drop a little bit of altitude here. Again, I see some people crossing there, so we'll move off to the side. And yeah, I got a little bit of breakup on FPV there. Should have put my phone in airplane mode. I had a message or a notification, news notification come through there. Okay, let's move around the other side and take a look. We always have to take a look at the pickleball courts and see what's going on. We can do that. Let's drop some altitude, get down low. I don't think I'm seeing anybody over there playing, not seeing anybody playing any disc golf, and I'm not seeing any pickleball going on either. Look at that, there's a picnic table right kind of in the middle of things there. I don't know if I'd set up a picnic table right in the middle of a disc golf goal or whatever you call that, bucket. But yeah, nobody's over there playing pickleball, are they? And it's a warm day. I kind of thought there might be. It's not. It's really quite comfortable out right now, and this is probably going to be the warmest day that we have for several months, I'm quite sure. And the famous band shell over here. Nothing going on there this time of year. Let's head back this way and get down here over the pond, and maybe we can see some more waterfowl, and hopefully they'll be nice to us and won't fly into us. That's always a risk that I'm aware of when I'm flying out here, is that you're flying, like there, you got a bird taking off right there. Any one of those guys could fly up into the drone or something. Yeah, look at below us right now. So that's a risk that you take when you're over these ponds, but that's a risk I'm willing
Approached
to take.
edge of altitude zone.
Here we can kind of maybe just do a little bit of a manual orbit here and take a look at these other birds off in the corner here. So yeah,
Approached edge of altitude zone.
At this height, yeah, I'm sure those are ducks. Yeah, those are ducks, probably pintails, but it's hard for me to tell just looking at my FPV screen. We're doing great on battery, so we've been flying for 13 minutes, over 13 minutes, and we're down to 45%. Like I said, this flight, I just wanted to get out and fly because I knew my days are numbered with flying days. Oh, I guess we can show you this off in the distance there. There's the Boise Front, and Bogus Basin Ski Resort is at the top of that, so you can see that they're starting to get some snow up there. In fact, I know they're open already. They have snowmaking machines up there, but we're going to get enough precip here that they're not going to need any snowmaking machines here, I think, pretty quick. They're going to have plenty of snow. This neighborhood we're looking at here, I always thought was interesting. All of these homes, they were probably built in the, I'm going to guess, in the 60s and 70s, but they all have a lot of acreage on them. I always thought that was really cool that those people have room. They're in the city, but yet they can have, livestock or whatever. They got room to move around a little bit, have horses, etc. So we'll follow this path back to where we're at here. Coming back around, and this picnic shelter right here. Now,
Approached edge of
if
altitude
I had
zone.
the Mini 3 or the Mini 4, I would be so tempted just to fly right through that picnic shelter, but not with this guy. There are no sensors that'll tell this guy where it's at. So that's me. I'm flying right over the top. I better grab some altitude here. I don't want any little branches to come reach out to me. So what a cool little drone, watching it fly right over the top of us here. I don't know that I've ever I don't think there's any I don't see any people here that we're going to bother. We can kind of fly over a little bit of CarMax here. So I think these cars right here are cars that are either again or in for repair. I'm not sure. But on the other side, this is definitely the sales area. And when I walk through here, I always focus on this because this is always where the sports cars. Oh, we do have a couple people walking there, so we'll watch out. But that's always where the sports cars are. I'm going to see. We're going to do a digital zoom in here and see what we can see what we can see. And I was looking for that zoom wheel, and we don't have it. It's just manual. So there we're at 2x zoom. I'm so used to looking for that zoom wheel. So that's definitely a C7 Corvette. Boy, it's hard for me to say what that is next to it there. Yeah, it could be a Supra, or it could be a BMW. What do they call the BMW version of the Supra? But anyway, I always look. Whenever I drive by there, I always look at the sports car section for sure. Tons of SUVs. They sell a ton of cars. It's relatively empty now. Usually they're just packed full of cars. Let's go back out to one by. We'll just move sideways here, and we can move. Oh, they're doing some. That's right. I forgot they're doing a bunch of utility work here. They had that road closed yesterday, so I don't know what they're putting in, gas lines or something there. But anyway, we'll just stay right over the green belt here, and we'll make a big square around it all. And go out into the field, take, there's a guy on the sidewalk. We'll make sure we stay to this side of that. Moving over. And yeah, let's move straight forward here. We don't want to get low enough that we hit any of those light poles, but yeah, so you guys are familiar. This street that you see here on the left, that's Fairview Avenue. One of the busier streets in the area here, in the Boise Meridian area. Goes east-west. And again, there's the Meridian Village shopping center there. And oh yeah, looks like we got some more decorations in this corner. We can take a look at. Let's center up on that before we bring the drone home. Let's center up on the reindeer there, and let's zoom in. There's 2x zoom. There's one of Santa's reindeer right there. So yeah. Time to bring this guy home. Let me hit return to home on the app, and it should rise to 35 meters. Return to home.
Return to home.
And it immediately turns around and starts rising. And it says low battery, return to home. So evidently the same time I hit the button, it decided it wanted to come home anyway. So this drone has no pretense with regard to precision landing, so I don't expect that, but we'll see how close it gets. The grass is really short here, so unless it's going to go into a tree or something like that, I'll probably just let it land. And that's me dropping the camera down. We'll bring it down 90 degrees downward so we can see where it's at. And it kicked it back up there a little bit. Yeah, the drone's coming down, maybe. Why isn't it dropping down?
Landing.
Now it is. Wow, it just took it a second to start coming down. That was different. We'll see if it zeroes in on the pad. I don't think it will. It looks to me like it's going to be just to the other side of the pad there. And yeah, I still have the Action 2 camera going, so you'll see it come down right now. And it picks up the camera by itself, and it's going to land right in the grass there. I don't know, probably, I'm going to guess 3 feet off the pad, so with 13% battery. So let's remember to stop recording now. Let me get everything shut down, and we'll do a quick conclusion. Hey, so I must not have turned on the GoPro when I was out in the field out there. But anyway, that was kind of a fun flight. We just flew around Kleiner Park just a little bit and got to show you the Christmas decorations at the village at Meridian, which I thought was pretty cool. Anyway, the Mini 2 is just such a cool little drone. And, you know, you can find them so cheap now, and it's so capable. Shoots in 4K and has a lot of really good features. Flies like a dream. Anyway, that's about it. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And of course, we'll see you on the next one. Bye now.